Welcome to WINTERSONG. My name is Melissa Greene, and I am the co-founder of IMAGINARIum. IMAGINARIum is a space ultimately for us to imagine a better world together and then intentionally make it so. So tonight is a beautiful representation of just that. There are so many things that divide us these days, and yet love is our great unifier. And that is in the spirit with which we bring you this concert tonight, in the spirit of love and in the spirit of unity. So we are so honored that each and every one of you are with us tonight. We hope you enjoy yourselves. We hope you learn a little bit about traditions you may not be familiar with, but most of all, we hope you're entertained and have tons of fun. This is WINTERSONG. Bum, 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 bum. This is my winter song to you. The storm is coming soon. It rolls in from the sea. My voice a beacon in the night. My words will be your light to carry you to me. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love? They say that things just cannot grow beneath the winter snow, or so I have been told. They say we're buried far, just like a distant star I simply cannot hold. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive? This is my winter song. December never felt so wrong, 'cause you're not where you belong. Inside my arms. Bum 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 bum. I still believe in summer days. The seasons always change, and life will find a way. I'll be your harvester of light and send it out tonight so we can start again. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive? This is my winter song. December never felt so wrong, 'cause you're not where you belong. Inside my arms. This is my winter song to you. The storm is coming soon. It rolls in from the sea. My love a beacon in the night. My words will be your light to carry you to me. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive? Oh, is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive?
Is love alive?
So much. Well, this is our third annual Winter Song, and each year we wanted to partner with different communities and bring along different people and storytellers to enhance and authentically tell the stories of these traditions. And so I want you to help me make welcome our storytellers. This is Pastor Josh Scott from Grace Point Church. Make him welcome, please. This is Brother Shabaz Ujima from Shackled Feet Dance. Please make him welcome. And finally, this is Cantor Lisa Silver from Congregation Micah. Please make her welcome. Well, thank you all so much for joining us and making this night truly what it is. I asked them to think about what tradition means to you personally. For me, every year this season rolls around, I look most forward to the music, especially as soon as Halloween is over. We don't wait until after Thanksgiving. It's as soon as Halloween is over, we put on the classics, pull out Bing Crosby, and just put on the holiday music, and all of a sudden things feel right with the world. So tradition for me means music. So what about for you, Josh?
Yeah, but music is definitely a part of that, but also just the smell of the Christmas tree in our house is one.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, too, just the Christmas movies that we watch every year, and we watch them even though we know exactly what's going to happen.
Yes.
But it's sort of just somehow the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
Yes.
Right there.
All right, what about you, Brother Shabaz?
For me, I believe tradition is about connecting and reconnecting to those things that are important, people, myself, purpose. And so, yeah, tradition is just about, again, being able to connect and reconnect again.
Beautiful. Lisa?
Well, I agree with everything that the three of you have been saying. Music is really important in the Jewish tradition throughout the year, but I would have to say at Hanukkah time, it is the smell of greasy potato latkes.
Jesus isn't a reboot. Jesus is actually entering into a tradition of Jewish prophets. People like Amos and Isaiah, people who were raising their voice against injustice, people who were calling for a more just, generous, and compassionate world to be born. And Jesus enters into that tradition. And so after his life, some 50 years after his life, and we won't get into that, that's another holiday, but some 50 years later, you have Matthew and Luke writing their stories of Jesus, their interpretive portraits of his life, and they choose to begin with this story of birth. And I think there's something for the people who would become the first Christians. There's a transformational aspect. They were so impacted by Jesus' life. It changed everything for them. It changed the way they thought about God, or even how they would even use the word God. It changed how they thought about human beings. It changed how they thought about their responsibility to other human beings. And so it was such an impactful, life-changing moment for them that they told it in these stories to try to encapsulate this is who Jesus was for us. For me, Christmas, it has become a reminder. It's become a reminder that the Jesus story is not about God doing something for us, which is sort of the way a lot of us are told the story. It's not about God doing something for us. The Christmas story is about God wanting to do something with us. When they talk about, in Matthew, they actually use the line that Jesus is Emmanuel, God with us. And I don't think that means that Jesus is somehow special or more special than any other human being, and that he had this special relationship with God. As if what we're saying at Christmas is 2,000 years ago, there was this guy, had a special relationship with God, and all you can do is admire it. I don't think that's the Christmas story. I think the Christmas story is Jesus had this special relationship with God, but it's the same relationship that God longs to have with each and every human being. And it's a story that says God doesn't want to step into the world and fix it for us. If there's going to be a big hand come down and God says, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. And so God starts moving all the pieces. That's not how the world will be restored, healed, put back together. It's through human beings. Every time God has ever, in the scriptures, that God ever tried to do anything in the world, it was always through a human being. And I think the Jesus story reminds us that God wants to change the world with us. Not in spite of us, but through us. And so for me, Christmas has become every year this reminder of this invitation that God does long to see the world put back together. He longs for a world of justice and generosity and compassion. But the only way that world will come about is if, like Jesus, we choose to step into that invitation and work and partner with God in the world.
Many of us come into the winter season not knowing what is next. Sure, we know that spring will follow, but winter is a season of not knowing and actually allowing things to lie fallow. That is uneasy for many of us. For some in our world, particularly the poor, the disenfranchised, and LGBTQ persons, winter is a much more difficult time of restlessness that cannot be quenched. It can also be a time of displacement and unwelcome from our bloodlines, from our families of origin, and from those of us who first told us about love. For many of us, we have lost those dear to us. And winter is such a hard time for us to move through. Winter is not easy. But can we imagine the mystery of what lies in the short days and the long nights? and imagine the kind of world we are hoping spring will birth. As a member of both the transgender and queer communities, and as a public theologian who is committed to creating the kind of world where we all can flourish, I know winter can be particularly hard for us. Even for me, who spends my holidays with chosen family, not blood family. Many of us are not welcome at our family of origin's home, and many more of us live with varying experiences of mental health that make for a challenging season. The tables at which many of us sit are foreign tables, unknown to us. That's why tonight we named the difficulty of winter along with the joy of the season. For queer and trans folks, we hold both joy and difficulty during the holidays, and while that is part of what makes us united, it is also part of our queer orientation. We understand the complexity of loss in the midst of the shortened days where the night and darkness lingers. We hover above what is becoming before we become whole. It is in the middle space of becoming whole that we encounter all that belongs in winter. We have to go through the season of lying fallow, the season of darkness, in order for spring to emerge. And while many of us struggle through this season with seasonal depression, loneliness, and feeling unwelcome, I hope that tonight's message is one of a deep posture of welcome and a growing understanding that we must go through winter, but not simply endure winter. Enduring is something like tolerating it, and that's not what I want to convey. What I want to convey is that the seasons come and go, and while our poverty or displacement might continue, there is a world we are building that seeks to welcome all. And winter eventually comes to an end. As Richard War says, everything belongs. Winter has a capacity to share with us the loneliness of nights and the depths of mystery. Some of you might be languishing in pain and loneliness for a variety of reasons. And our hope is that you find your place in this mystery of becoming that will soon lie fallow, dark. And yet we know that this fallow season is what creates conditions for spring to emerge. May you waltz into the darkness of winter and embody the mystery of becoming. May you linger a little longer with the loneliness that beckons you. It's an invitation for us all to learn that becoming during winter is hard and mysterious. We know that our labor during the winter months will be marked with our tears, and we know that our loneliness is central to the invitation for the exuberance of spring. Finally, may you know that there is joy in the night. We are becoming the kind of humans we long to become, even if it means we toil through these winter months. May this and so much more be so. Ashe.
Why have you gone? go. Oh, how Christmas is here everywhere. Oh, Christmas is here if you can. Oh, if there is love in your heart and your mind, you feel like Christmas all the time. Oh, I feel you, Christmas. I know I found you. You never fade away. The joy of Christmas stays here inside us, fills each and every heart with love. Will you, Christmas, fill your heart with love?
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the 2nd day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 4th day of Christmas,
On the
my true love
third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
5
5
golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas,
On
my
the
true love
8th
gave
day
to
of
me
Christmas, my true
9
love gave
ladies
to me
dancing, 8 ladies
8
dancing, 7 ladies dancing, 6 ladies dancing, 5
5
better not shout, you better not cry, you better not in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, on the 8th day of Christmas,
On the 7th
deck
day
the
of
halls
Christmas,
with
my true
boughs
love gave
of
to
holly.
me 7 tons of spending, 6 geese of
La,
laying,
la, la, la,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
come the
the
wassailing
boar's
on
head
the
in hand
bee.
there I
Be
be
decked with bays
and partridge in a pear tree.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
11 pipers piping, 10 lords of leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids of milking, 7 swans of swimming, 6 geese of 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
on the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's time, let it over
We already did Hanukkah, Greg. It's 12 days of Christmas.
Not the time.
Yeah. That's always trying to calm me down. Come on. All right. 12. Okay.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me On the 12th day, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming like Olympus on the Serengeti. 11 pipers piping, 10 lords of leaping. 9 ladies dancing, they were dancing just for me. 8 maids milking, they were milking just for me. I had Christmas down in Africa. 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 I had Christmas down in
Partridge in a big pear tree. Partridge in a big pear tree.
Hi everyone, my name is Rabbi Laurie Rice, and I'm delighted to share a little bit about Hanukkah with you this year during a very odd version of Wintersong, but it's 2020, so it would be abnormal for something not to be done in an odd and strange new way this year. The good news is that we are almost at the end of this very bizarre year, and it's still the winter holiday season, and those of us who live out our faith and spirituality throughout the year look for ways to bring light into the darkness at this time of year. Judaism is much like so many other faith traditions in that we have specific rituals and ways of bringing light to the darkness. And that is through the holiday, the festival of Hanukkah. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Hanukkah, but I'm going to begin with a song. There are so many songs associated with this holiday, but here's one of my favorites. Oh Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. So as I mentioned, Hanukkah is the Jewish tradition, the way of bringing light into the darkness at this time of year. And it commemorates the victory of a small group of Jews known as the Maccabees who fought against Antiochus many centuries ago. Who essentially told the Jewish community that they were not allowed to practice their traditions and pray the way they wanted to pray with the words and the prayers and the songs that they wanted to use to speak to God. And in fact, Antiochus and his people, his army, took over the temple in Jerusalem. And so Hanukkah celebrates this small group of Jews led by Matthias, the Maccabee, who came in and retook the temple and reinstituted Judaism for the Jewish community. And Hanukkah itself means rededication, because we celebrate the rededication of the temple and our way of practice and faith at this time. And so we sort of expand that metaphor to think about what is it that we need to be rededicating ourselves to at this time of year? And that's not just for somebody who's Jewish, right? We can all be thinking about what are some of the really important things we need to be rededicating ourselves to. I would say love, kindness, compassion, justice for all people, all living creatures. Those are just some of the things that we might want to be rededicating ourselves to. And so we light our Hanukkah, which is a version of a menorah. It has 8 lights, and then the 9th at the top is our guardian light, the shamash, and we use that one to light the others. So I'm going to go ahead and light as if it was the first night and sing the 3 blessings that go with the first night. The first blessing, thanks God for commanding us to light Hanukkah lights. The second blessing honors the miracle, both of a small group of people defeating a huge army, and the story that apparently when they rededicated and reclaimed the temple, there was only enough oil for 1 night, but somehow miraculously, it seemed to last for 8. And then the third blessing, thanks God for creating us, sustaining us, and enabling us to reach this moment. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu, bayamim hahem, bazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehekianu, Vikiamanu, Vihigianu, Lazman Hazeh. And now, in the evening when we would light the menorah, the Hanukkah, we then take it and we place it in our windows for passersby to see. And we do that because we are not only proclaiming the story and the miracle, both military and divine, of this holiday season, and not only so that we can bring light into the darkness, but also as a way of proclaiming religious liberty and religious freedom, the good kind, the kind that honors the dignity and inherent worth of every single human being, regardless of who they love, the color of their skin, the way they practice and express their spiritual lives. That's why we put this in the window. So a happy holiday, however it is you celebrate, and let's rededicate ourselves to all the things that matter this year, and each of us bring light to the darkness. Thank you for having me.
3 years ago when we started this, Imaginarium just put it on, and we told the story of Hanukkah ourselves and sang the songs and efforted to honor the tradition. But then we realized, no, we need to actually partner with the Jewish community and have them come be a part. So I'm so thankful that you're with us and a part of tonight, and you were last year as well. We found this beautiful a cappella song that we would love to bless you with. What I found is with some of the Hanukkah music, it represents some crunchy, if you will, chords, some dissonance, and so I don't know if there's a way to speak to that or not, but this is a song that has some of that in it, and we wanted to honor you, not just you and Congregation Micah, but all of you. This is Festival of Lights.
As the sun goes down, families gather round. We come together now as long ago, long ago. Sweet laughter fills the air as we start the prayer. All begin to watch the tapers glow so low. Hanukkah, the festival of lights. Burn the candles brightly as we greet the festive nights. Fill our hearts with joy as we recall miracles of long ago. Bless us one and all. Hanukkah, festival, light, 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 light. Hanukkah, festival, light, 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 light. Hanukkah, 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 the festival of lights. Burn so brightly and greet the festive nights. May our hearts rejoice as we recall miracles of long ago. Come bless us one and all. Hanukkah, festival, light, 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 light. Hanukkah, festival, light, 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 light. Hey!
Standing up for what you believe in isn't always easy. It's a brave thing to do, and standing up for your own religious freedom is becoming increasingly more and more important, I think, right now. So there's a quote that I found just the other day from Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks, and he says, "For though my faith is not yours, and your faith is not mine, if we are each free to light our own flame, together we can banish some of the darkness in the world." Yes. And I thought that was a lovely thought. Of course, when I was little, well, Thank you. When I was little, I didn't really know the meaning of all that. I was really just having fun festivities with my family and friends, and a lot of that involved just fun music, just kind of thing that you would sing along. After you light the candles, you'd be singing along at the table. So I wanted to share a little medley of some songs with you. Is the guitar up there? Yes, it is. Okay. You might even learn a little bit of Hebrew along the way. We'll see. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll bring you a treat. Seviv on to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. So who's ready to learn a couple words of Hebrew? What do you think? All right, here's the first thing you have to do. All right, try it again. All right, that is like the main consonant sound of Hebrew or Yiddish, so that goes along with the word Chanukah. Try that, Chanukah. Now, sometimes we say Hanukkah, sometimes we say Chanukah. You'll see it spelled with an H, you'll see it spelled with a CH. Doesn't matter, it's all the same thing. Chanukah. So that's one of the words you're going to do in this song, Chanukah. Another one is easier, it's just sov, sov, sov. Can you say that? Sov, sov, sov. So that's really just the word sov 3 times, and it means spin, 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 because you've probably heard of dreidels that you spin. So when you hear the word Chanukah or you hear the word sov, sing along with me. Chanukah, Chanukah, Chag Yafeh Chol Chai, Or Chaviv Misaviv, Gili Eled Rach. Here we go again. Chanukah, Chanukah, Seviv on Sov Sov. Here comes Sov Sov Sov. Sov Sov Sov, Sov Sov Sov, Manayim Atav. Okay, let's try that again. Chanukah, Chanukah, Chag Yafeh Chol Chai, Or Chaviv Misaviv, Gili Eled Rav. Chanukah, Chanukah, Seviv on Sov Sov. Sov, 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 Manayim Atav. That was excellent. Okay, we got another song coming at ya. All right, this one tells the story of Hanukkah. It's in Hebrew first, but then I'll sing it in English. Mi Malel Gurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimne En Michal Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ha'am Mi Malel Gurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimne En Michal Dor Hakum Hagibor Goel Ha'am Shema Bayamim Hahen Bazman Hazeh Mekabi Moshiach Ufodeh Uvyamenu Kol Am Yisrael Yitached Yakum Vayigalel. You might want to know what it means. Here it comes. Who can tell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Tell the things that befell us, who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. At this time of year in days of yore, Maccabees the temple did restore. And today our people as we dreamed will arise, unite, and be redeemed.
One thing I want to let you all know about Kwanzaa is not Black Christmas. Because some people think like, what is Kwanzaa? Is it Black Christmas? It is not. Actually, Kwanzaa is a cultural holiday. And that means that it's not religious. It is an opportunity for people just to reconnect with what they were. And unfortunately, in our history, black people were brought here, and in history, we say that they're slaves. They weren't slaves. They were people that happened to be enslaved. And so as a black man, sometimes the idea of history and culture sometimes is foreign. And so in 1966, Dr. Maulana Karenga created Kwanzaa as an opportunity for black people to reconnect with their African history and culture. And so today, since we already are in the spirit of participation, we are going to learn the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. And so can we say Nguzo Saba? Beautiful. You just spoke Swahili. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, and while I'm coming up there, do you mind, if you are willing, to please stand, because we are going to learn the 7 principles, or the Nguzo Saba. And we're going to learn it with movement, because African dance and culture has always been about singing and dancing and moving together. So I have my wonderful friends of Shackled Feet Dance. We have William, we have Thea, and we have Faith. And we're going to share with you all, and we're going to teach y'all a real quick dance and song about the Nguzo Saba. So, on the first day of Kwanzaa, we say umoja. Can we say umoja? Umoja. You got to say it from your heart. Umoja. Umoja. And that means unity, 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 unity. So can we say that all together? On the first day of Kwanzaa, we say umoja. Unity, 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 unity. On the second day of Kwanzaa, Kuji Chagulia. Can we say Kuji? Kuji. Chagu? Chagu. Lia. And that means self-determination. So on the second day of Kwanzaa, Kuji Chakalia, self-determination. Nice. On the third day of Kwanzaa, we say Ujima. Can we say Ujima? Ujima. Ujima. That means collective work and responsibility. So can we put it all together? Collective work, putting it all in there. Responsibility. So on the third day of Kwanzaa, we say Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Nice. On the fourth day of Kwanzaa, we say Ujama. Can we say Ujama? Ujama. And that means cooperative economics. So can we say cooperative economics? Come on, y'all, let's see that money. Cooperative economics. On the fourth day of Kwanzaa, we say umoja, collective work, and we're doing it all together. On the fifth day of Kwanzaa, we say Nia. Can we say Nia? Nia. Nia, and that means purpose. So we go purpose, purpose, I have purpose. So one more time, we say purpose, purpose, I have purpose. On the fifth day of Kwanzaa, we say Nia, purpose, purpose, I have purpose. Nice. On the sixth day of Kwanzaa, we say Kuumba. Can we say Kuumba? Kuumba. And that means creativity. And isn't that important? So when we say creativity, in your own kind of way, express yourself through movement. Creativity, creativity. On the sixth day of Kwanzaa, we say Kuumba, creativity, creativity. Nice. We got one more principle. And our last principle, on the final day of Kwanzaa, we say Imani. And that means faith. And so that's what we call faith. So on the last day of Kwanzaa, we say Imani. That's what we call faith. All right. So those are all 7 of our Nguzo Samba principles. And again, these principles are not just for us to say, though, they are for us to live. It is for us to live with unity. It is for us to live with collective work and responsibility, with creativity, and with purpose and with faith. And so we are now, we'd love to share with you our dance. Thank you. And so at the end, we're going to need y'all to stand back up one more time. So we're going to do this one more time. Here we go. Here we go.
First fruits of harvest. Umoja, uhuru, unity and freedom. Ujima, ujama, kuumba, kujitagalia, imani and nia. First fruits of harvest. Umoja, uhuru, unity and freedom. Ujima, ujama, kuumba, working together creatively. Kujitagalia, self-determination. Imani and nia, faith and purpose.
remember the worst December. Just watch those icicles form. What do I care if icicles form? We don't care. No. We've got our love to keep us warm. That's you,
just watching icicles fall. What do I care if icicles fall? Yeah, I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my gloves. Who needs a stinking overcoat? I'm burning with love, my heart's on fire. The flame goes higher. I will weather the storm. What do I care if it may so? Yeah, I've got my love to keep me warm.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna dance together. Oh, this is cute. I can't. It's too much.
It's so cold out there.
Very cold.
Up with my overcoat.
Off with my gloves.
Who needs an overcoat? I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire. The flame grows higher. But I will weather the storm.
What do I care? I've got my love to keep me warm.
I've got my love to keep me
Woo! Look at those kids. The Fisk Jubilee Singers, who are out of right here in Nashville, that they were one of the first singing groups. They're an African-American a cappella group, an a cappella choir. They were one of the first singing groups in the 1800s to be able to travel the world. And when they did, they ended up in front of the Queen of England, and she said after hearing them, "You are so good, you must be from somewhere called Music City." And that is how we get our name. Not country music, no offense. But that is how we get our name here in Nashville. So I'm so thankful for country music. I'm so thankful for dance. And I'm really thankful for choir.
Here we go. I saw us walking to the river, and I was wondering what it meant. Looked like people come together as if we all believed in the same thing. Can you feel it? Feel like mercy. Hear that music sound like grace. Let me be in my nature to look on my brother and see my father's face. I wanna be in the spirit. I wanna be when you cross that street. We're gonna get there. We'll find a way to make a world out of the tree. Yeah. Now listen. See that fire burn in the distance. Look like redemption's on its way. I heard a million voices sound like angels. Here is what I heard him say. I wanna be in the spirit. I wanna be when you cross that street. As a people, we're gonna get there. We'll find a way to make a world out of the tree. Listen. Oh, children, don't grow worry, 'cause we've got nothing to fear. With God on our side, as we look forward, I know that everything will be alright. Hey.
right, everybody. Thank you so much. Drive safe home.